Hey guys, welcome back to Team Death Slinger. My name is Peter, and today we're going to be looking at our 2024 in review. We're going to be looking at some stats, some nerd stuff. But before we get into that, if you have enjoyed any of my content this year, if you've ever used one of my deck profiles, if you ever come to my videos, watch, and you don't subscribe, well, this is your opportunity to subscribe, help us push for 1K subs moving into the next year. And that's my spiel on that. So 2024 in review by me. So we got, as of today, 740 new subscribers. I don't believe I was making videos all year, so this is a partial year of making videos. 740 subs, pretty successful, I would say. Our most viewed videos, so starting with number 3, all of these categories will start with number 3. We have the Dan Devimon Discard Engine deck profile from EX6. I'm kind of surprised this one got as many views as it did, but I was really happy that it did. I remember this didn't exactly pop off when I first put it out, and it just kept trickling in views over time. And I think that Dan Devimon just has a lot of fans, and nobody was playing this guy, so it was just a profile where lots of people came, and they found the video, probably the only video for Dan Devimon, and they were like, all right, here we go. There's the profile. Second most viewed video, Chaos Galamon for BT17. This is probably a thumbnail situation using this gorgeous art that I did have linked in the description of this video. 2.7k views. I think this is my most viewed Chaos Galamon deck profile, and it's probably still my favorite version of the deck. It was super fun, super powerful for the time. It was actually playable. It didn't feel bad. So glad that that's at least in my top 3. Chaos Galamon and Minervamon had to make it here. Number 1 is Dynasmon from Special Booster 2.0. Easy OTK, 3.4k views. This is my second most viewed video of all time. My most viewed being my first video on this channel. I got like 6k views. This got 3.4k, which is about half of that. But I'm really surprised that this was the video that blew up for me this year. Yellow and red, not the colors I thought I'd pop off in, but I think people were just curious about Dynasmon X. There were no profiles out for it when I put it. I think I posted this like the day before Vault posted his, and that probably helped me get a good bit of views. So most viewed video of the year, Dynasmon OTK. Next, we have our most watched videos. So this is talking about watch time on these videos, which kind of shuffles things a little bit. Number 3 is still Chaos Galamon. Number 2 is still Dynasmon. And number 1 is Saving Digimon in 2025. This was a controversial, contentious video. A lot of people had a lot of things to say, and it shows with the lower number of views but higher watch time. Most people watched more of this video before clicking off. It was also twice as long as most of my other videos, so people watched a little bit more of it. So not super surprising there, but I knew it would probably be one of the conversational videos, yap videos, rather than a deck profile that got the most watch time. I think because I do put my deck profiles in the comments below or in the description of the video, so people can just copy it and paste it, my deck profile videos do get less watch time because people can just click that and then copy paste it. They don't have to actually watch the video, so that makes sense. Gain me the most subscribers. So number 3, Purple Hybrid Engine. Also, what this means is when YouTube tracks what subscribers are earned by a video, it directly measures the number of people who click the subscribe button on that video. So Purple Hybrid Engine was number 3. This netted me 15 subscribers. So a generalized video talking about a thing in the game that didn't really have an explanation video. 15 subs, not bad. I remember I was really happy with this. This broke a plateau that I was having when I put this out. So this was a good way to kick up a couple of subs. And I had some more trickle in over the coming weeks. It was like, 5 or 6 a week, which is actually pretty good for me. Second was the Purple Value Engine, another 15 subs. So 15 people watched this video and decided to subscribe. I wonder why. What is front and center in that thumbnail that might have encouraged people to click on it. But kind of interesting that these two videos had wildly different amounts of views, but they were both conversational topics on Purple Engines, and they both netted me a good bit of subscribers. So number 1, Leomon, the X Antibody deck profile. This netted me 18 subs directly. Also interesting, I don't think there was a Leomon X Antibody deck profile, which probably helped me out quite a bit. Leomon's also a really popular character. I'm not surprised that this would have netted me some subs, but I was pretty surprised that this was number 1 of everything. So that's kind of an interesting tidbit there. Went the farthest. So what do I mean by this? I'm talking about impressions. So this is the number of people who saw the video either in their recommended, in their up next, or whatever YouTube recommends. So number 3 was When to Scramble. It's covered up so you can't see it, but this got 30,452 impressions. So about 30,000 people saw this video somewhere on their recommended feed, and it got 2.5k views. Our second was the Dynasmon deck profile. This got 32,420 impressions, which is for just 2,000 more impressions, quite a few more views. And then number 1 was the Minervamon OTK video from BT16. This got 38,305 impressions for 2.5k views. Kind of interesting. This got way more impressions than like the When to Scramble video, but got the same amount of views. 8,000 more people saw it, and none of them decided to click the video. Not surprising. The stinkers. So we have to talk about the bad with the good. What are our worst videos? And I kind of gave these the parameters that they can't be deck profiles because some deck profiles will just miss. That's the reality of putting out 2 deck profiles a week. Some of them are going to be less interesting than others. I didn't want them to be gameplay videos because that is what it is. So they were videos that were unique ideas that I wanted to fill a Wednesday slot, and they are either things that I put effort in and they did not perform the way I wanted them to, or they are things that just did bad view-wise overall. So number 3, the product opening from Special Booster 2.0. This only got 182 views. This one is number 3 because it was a lot of product, and I was hoping that with my larger audience that this would go a little bit better than some of the other box openings I did. It did. The other box openings I had were 40 and 50 views respectively, but they're also from when my audience was way smaller, so it was kind of stupid to even, I think, post one back then. This was, 200 views is pretty bad for me, but also it was product opening. I think it probably did fine for what it was, but, Number 2 was the custom battle Chaos Gallantmon versus Megidramon. This is from my 500 sub special when I made custom support for Chaos Gallantmon, and then I played the deck against BT19, Megidramon Ace. Me and my friend, slotted up the cards and we played against each other, and it was tons of fun to do. It was fun to learn with my friend, but it was kind of a stinker in terms of it only got 139 views, which is really low. It was a lot of work to do because I had to print out proxies and everything, sleeve up 2 decks, get the deck to my friend, and then we had to learn what my cards do so that we could actually play the game. And it was disappointing in terms of the views it had. I thought it was a really cool concept. I thought I executed decently on it, and it did not perform at all. And the number 1 stinker is Card Market worth it? 113 views. Is importing cards to the US from Card Market worth it? I talked about my experience ordering some cards from overseas because I could not get them here, and they were cheaper on the European market than they were on the US market. I talked about all the challenges I faced on the way. I thought it'd be an interesting story that maybe some people would be interested in, and it did not do well at all. 113 views. I think this would have been around the 500 sub mark, so about 20% of my audience cared about it. I guess that's proportional to now if I did a video that got 200-ish views. That's about where that would be. So I was a little bit sad about that one, but it is what it is. I can see why people might not care, but whatever. Goals. So we're going to set goals because that is what we do in this household. I like to give myself guidelines to try and adhere to moving into 2025. So number 1, first and foremost, 1K subs. I would love to be able to hit that next year. It should be totally doable. I need like 100, and that opens up monetization, which I think opens up more avenues for things I can do content-wise. I would love to reach 25 channel members by the end of the year. We were already at 3, so it doesn't seem too crazy. I do need to push it. I don't mention it ever. I need to figure out some actual incentives for that. But that being said, if you enjoy my content, you should go ahead and become a channel member today. We do have some proxies that we do every now and then that you can get printed and used in your decks. And we do have our playmat sleeve designs that you can use courtesy of us. So more collaborative content. There is a dry spell. There is nobody doing really interesting collaborative content in the Digimon space. I have some ideas. I have some notepads. I have things I want to do. I just need to reach out to people and make it happen. I have some people that I know I want to talk to about certain series. But the goal here is to take inspiration from other successful card game channels like people who play Yu-Gi-Oh! And play Magic and play Pokemon and the things that they do so that I can produce more interesting Digimon content and to be kind of less afraid of asking people to do that and put in the work to make that kind of content appealing. And then lastly is alternative content. That kind of falls in the same vein, but I want to do more than just deck profiles and, gameplay videos every now and then. I'd really like to have content that puts me in my own box and is interesting and is a reason why you would subscribe to me. Like Mario is the market guy, Vault does his high quality gameplay videos, DigiPanda does like what ifs and conversational things, East does the JP stuff. Like I want to have a thing that I do besides deck profiles and gameplay. So I want to find that niche and stick to it. So that is it for this video. Thank you guys for following along for 2024. Thank you for being a part of this channel. I hope to see you guys in 2025. Thank you guys for watching. Have a great day. Thank you to our YouTube members for supporting this channel. It's people like Langlong, Big Z11, and Coffee Deus who make videos like this possible.